The best man I've ever known. Let me tell you a quick story, okay? It's gonna be all about him. We had a landlord at the time. I was living in the room with the garage, and we had a new roommate. My landlord wanted me to meet. He was already sweet and kind. Talked a little bit. I was like, hey, are you? Never mind. We both brought that up later. A few months later, I picked up from the train ride. Coming from DC, he picks me up after he says he's always offering me a ride. He talks a bit about his family and how he likes Apex Legends. We go to his room and play some video games, get a little close, and go from there. We're together for a while. Quite a while. His bed's in my bed. One of the happiest moments I remember is him getting out and getting ready to work and him smiling. Her just sleeping with me. We played video games. He'd watch me play some. It was a Civ type game. I can't remember, but it was one I was playing with some friends I'm staying with now. Oh, and all the while too, he was a really good carpenter, fixer. He built me this solar panel mount for my full solar panel arrays. He fixed the door and the table at my friend's house over here. He sanded the walls down. He made this thing that let me put an extension cord through the door to the garage so the garage door would close. He repaired the drywall on the right side of the master bedroom so that it could be even. He painted my office. He painted my room blue and yellow. Remember when I said that my brother painted my room? That was him, my love. We didn't go out all the time. We had breaks. You know, he was going through some stuff and so was I. But when you go through some severe stuff, we could get some stuff done. Like the office paint. He had a bit of an alcohol problem. He had some trauma in the past. So I said, let's paint the office instead. We did that. It was great. Best office paint you'll ever see. Black and blue. The lines were perfect. The tape was aligned and everything. He works hard. He does great. And then from there,
Nobody's here, guys. Nobody's here. Everyone's just over
let's see. Where was I with the story? He built this platform out of wood or to put his cell phone on to play video games. That was back when Apex wasn't available on the cell phone. He made it like a stand. He was going through a little bit of stuff at the time, but he put together some good things. He was always coming a little bit of sacrifice from his talent, dude. But he did so much for me too. Anytime as we were breaking off initially, I didn't want to stop holding him. So he let me huddle for a while. And then we became friends and brothers. We told each other about some dark stuff, some light stuff, some amazing stuff, some future plans. He built more things. I helped him out. He painted the bathroom. It was great. It was an emerald green. A lot of Pokemon Emerald. He was a Pokemon fan too, just like me. And he made the doorknob and other things I was spray painted black. I had a nice touch to it all. He mainly did it though. He was a hard worker. At the same time, he was crushing a little about this other girl in the future. And last year, her name was Kayla, I believe. Well, it didn't work out well, but during that time, I was trying to move on too, with him still being my brother and my friend and my love. And not love or just love, right? Well, I tried to go out with someone. He wasn't the best of people. At the same time, though, it was a little unfair to him because I did still have a heart for Brad the entire time. But regardless, first weekend he made another attempt and a few times. I still loved him the entire time. I visited him in rehab every time I could, every single week. He enjoyed that. He loved me for that. Oh man, he kept the house really well too. He took out the trash most of the time, mowed the lawn a lot, got things going. He didn't know what to do when I was so love struck by someone that hated me. He was living me and using my resources. So he went a little, well, he did what he could to step me out of it, and it worked. He did it out of love. He said that. He was different. Like me, I'm different too. I think differently, and so does he. Just a little bit. We're still human. He came back. Through me pushing him away out of fear, I accepted that, no, he kept his promise to not hurt me, and that he still loves me, and I still love him. Especially after one time when I was about to just leave the truck and walk home while we were both all three of us tried a good time, and I was heartbroken over someone else. He comes out of the truck and says, "Sam, get back here!" Over and over again. Sam! Oh, my name is Sam, by the way. That's my real name. Drives me home, calls me a little bit of us, and then goes from there. He always tried his best, and he was always doing well and beyond like a superhero. One of the best carpenters. Helped fix the water damage too. I accidentally left the sink on above stairs. Took out the whole ceiling above the kitchen, replaced it. I tried to help where I could, but he did everything pretty much. I barely helped. He was the best worker. He did everything. For me, for the house. We were gonna have the house together. He was gonna have a nice place to live. And he was gonna have a brother and surrounded by others, friends and everything. I was gonna try to make sure of that. He moves back in after some times of mistaken protection order around May. I release it. It only lasts 3 months. While he moves back in, we have a great barbecue on Memorial Day. The roommates didn't really like him that much still because of the whole scenario thing, but I knew he was great. Now, they had that right, of course. There were some things that happened to them, between him and them, that they were reasonably afraid, but he and me, we loved, and I trusted him, and he didn't let me down. So immediately, we have smoothies, we have breakfast. I encourage him to keep pushing forward. We sleep on the couch together. He tries to sleep in his bedroom. I'm on the couch in the bedroom, but I'm comfortable. I sleep in his bed, and then we sleep in my bedroom. And we keep on progressing as far as brothers in love. And he works. He's stressed out about some of the things that were going on. We were a little bit of a financial rut. So he got a job, and he was trying to get a job at Wendy's. Passed that to the wrong person. There was another person there that was taking advantage of us. I should have realized this sooner. Regardless, yeah, I'm on the surface, I'm a little bit of an abomination. I'm a gay dude with an OF, and I fool around a lot. And, he didn't see me for that. He saw me as the brother that he could rely on and hold, and that I could be there for him. We would meditate, and we would make breakfast, and I encouraged him to eat, I encouraged him to move, everything. He was the hero. He was the strongest man you would ever meet and know. Oh, how I wish I'd really put my feelings forward for it. And how I wish I could have welcomed with complete open arms and not been so tired and abused some horrible things in order to get through the days. His smile was great. He had a silly one too. It was like, we'd laugh. We'd watch movies. He always knew a good movie to watch. I went to therapy with him to make sure he was getting right. He wanted me to sit in therapy. I got him. I was a little tired that day, but I got him. He was still trying, but he was trying for me and for him. And we were to improve ourselves and each other. He's not here anymore. Sometimes people go through things where they think the world is after them. They think that everything's a little bit of conspiracy. They think that something's after them, something's attacking them. It's a hard thing to live through. I myself, when I was 21, kind of had a similar thing going on, where I thought these coincidences were just things kind of messing with me, reaching out to me, and hurting me. I understood some of the pain that he was going through. And I wish I had really, really understood during the times of the recent. I really wish I had been better. And I really wish, and I really hope that this is just another test, so that just something that you really want to see and prove that I love you, that you are loved and the world is not against you. I hope that when I build this page, when I put myself out there, when I artificially funded myself through promotions and all, there was still the intent to promote everything being one again. always find a way to shoot me up. Be it me walking by myself and him trying to come through with a gel blaster and try to get me, and then we go to the grocery store. He would always drive me to the grocery store, farmers market, anything. We would make food, and he would be the best. Or for me going through a horrible trip and him visiting me and make sure I was alright and trying to make sure I was coming down from the trip right by making silly faces like "ree" and other fun noises. Oh man, I owe several million debts to him for everything he did, and it was never. He was the well of strength that supported me. I tried to lift him up too and hold him and let him know that he was alright. Not everyone likes people like us. He had some reasonable fears in that, you know, well, we had Pride Month, but even I was attacked during that with the pills and everything. He was my love. He was mine. I was his. It was becoming official too, again. You know. I wish I could give him more. Greatest man alive, I tell you. And if you ever think that someone doesn't care about you, you're wrong. So, call your closest friend, your closest brother, your closest family, if you ever feel like turning out the lights. Because you're wrong. You're wrong. You're loved. You're loved. And you're not a burden. And you make everyone around you happy. And the world isn't against you. And we're here to support you, no matter what. So, this meditation stream is a little bit different. Let's just be silent for a minute, if you don't mind. That's all I am. Okay? I'm not a religious man. But if there's anything out there, make sure he's at peace. Please. You tried the hardest. I wish you'd met him. You saw him a few times in the lives, maybe. I'll try to gather those recordings. It's only times from walking by. There were times he'd check on me when I was working on some stuff. His smile was always the best. I'm sorry I didn't make it in time. I'm sorry I wasn't there to remind you. I'm sorry. I love you. I always told him if he goes, I go. But, you know, I have made my attempts. But I'm not gonna do that. You wouldn't want that. Nor would any of my friends. So, if you're going through something similar, or you ever go through something similar in the future, know that you're loved. And it's a painful process. It's one of the most painful things I've been through in my entire 31 years of living. But we must, as my therapist said, focus on the in-between. The good times. And that way it will still sting. That I couldn't be there for him in his the last moments alone. I must remember that we all, me and his family, supported him during the in-between. And he smiled and he laughed and he was there and he was loved and he knew he was loved. And we made him happy. To my love, my brother, my hero, Bradley Joseph Root, I love you. You will be remembered. You will be loved.